Hey guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today I'm going to be talking about the fact that it is 1 month until the Leaving Cert, and here is what you do. The first thing I want to talk about is not listening to others. Everyone is going to be in school studying, saying they did this, they've studied all of this, they've studied the whole of everything and they're finished and ready to sit the exams tomorrow. People are going to be saying their predictions for the exam. They know this poet is going to come up, they know this chapter is going to come up, or they heard from a friend of a friend of a friend this is going to come up. Don't listen to what everyone else is saying. Focus on yourself, focus on your study. At the end of the day, you are in control of how many points you get, and you are in control of what topics you study and how much you study of them. Don't let other people skew how you feel about yourself and how confident you feel. You might have your own predictions and then you have a feeling that this topic is going to come up, but telling other people that is not going to help them. It's going to confuse them, stress them out. Focus on you. Focus on what you think is going to come up. Do as much studying as you can and don't listen to what everyone else is talking about. At this time of year, people are going to be talking a lot of crap about how much studying they've done, how ready they are for the exams, how under ready they are for the exams. Even people saying that they haven't studied at all, don't listen to that either. It might make you feel better, but a lot of the time they are lying, and most of the time they actually have studied a lot. So just keep to yourself. At the end of the day, it's your exams, it's your life after the Leaving Cert. You are in control of it all. Don't let other people determine that. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is your mock papers. Obviously the mocks have gone and passed, but I think at this time of the year they are so important. When you're coming up to this time of year and you have a couple of weeks left until the exams, you should be utilising all of your resources, including your mock papers. Obviously the mocks are known to be a lot more difficult than the actual exams, but you need to be using those mock papers to your advantage, going through all the questions you didn't understand, you didn't get. You never know what kind of question is going to come up in the exam, and if a very similar one or the exact same one is going to come up in the exam that appeared in your mock and you didn't get right in the mock. This is your opportunity. Make use of it. Learn everything in your mock papers that you got wrong, that you didn't understand. Go through it for every single subject, because they can be so useful this time of year. The next thing we're talking about is focusing on the much bigger and important topics. Obviously, let's say your Leaving Cert is in 4 weeks time, and that means, let's say you have 20 hours left that you can allocate to biology, let's say for example, before you sit the exam. You need to be very wise in how you use your hours that you have left allocated for each subject. What I mean by that is, for biology for example, I'm just using this as an example because most people do this subject. You shouldn't be using those last 20 hours to go through all of the little tiny chapters that you haven't really looked at and you're not really confident in, all the little random chapters that may or may not come up, all those weird obscure chapters that if they even do come up, which is not very likely, they're going to be a tiny part of a question. You need to be focusing on the big topics like ecology, respiration, photosynthesis, genetics, ones that come up every single year religiously. You need to get so good at these topics because they're going to come up and you want to be able to answer them to the best of your capabilities. So use your remaining time for each subject to focus on those bigger topics and those important topics. Anything you don't understand or you have a little bit of a question about, make sure you have them nailed down and you're able to answer all your exam questions on them. You've no questions about this topic. You know it like the back of your hand. You shouldn't be dilly-dallying with random topics at this point in time when the exams are so close. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is having a structured routine. At this rate, all you're probably doing all day every day is studying, but you should really have a routine down for every single day. You shouldn't have to think about, oh, what time will I get up tomorrow? I should get up early. Oh, but I spent last night studying really late, so maybe I'll sleep in more. You need to just have a routine. What time you wake up, what time you eat breakfast, what time you start studying, when you take your breaks, when you have your lunch. I know it sounds stupid and very intense to be having a structured routine that in detail, but for the last couple of weeks, it is so crucial. You shouldn't be using your brain to try and decide what you're going to spend tomorrow doing. You should have a very structured routine for every single day and how you're going to spend each day. That being said, you should also have a schedule for each and every subject and when you're studying it and what topics you're going to be studying in that time. Don't just say, okay, from 2 to 4 I'm studying biology. Studying what in biology? This is your time now to make that schedule for the next 4 weeks so that you're able to cover all of the topics you need to cover up until the day of your exam. If you don't make that schedule, it's going to come up to the day of the exam and you haven't covered everything you needed to cover. So plan in advance, have your daily routine and how you're going to study and what times you're going to be doing everything. So you don't have to be thinking about, oh, when am I going to eat lunch? When is my next break? You know exactly how your day is going to go. So there's no brain power involved in organizing your day. I really hope this video helps you guys out and I hope the next month can be super productive for you and you get a lot done and you learn a lot. And yeah, I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye! Also guys, be sure to check out the ExamRevision courses and bundles. I actually have a 20% off code for you. I'll put it on the screen now. They cover majority of the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert subjects. They have H1 standard notes, video lessons, presentations, quizzes, exam questions, everything you will need to succeed in the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert.